Hello, everybody. Hopefully, you all can hear me and you can see me. Let me take off my glasses. Sorry. Whew. I'm running around. I'm always running, even during this quarantine. Always been running. So I'll give everybody a couple of seconds to pop on. I'm gonna just something impromptu because something just struck me a while ago. I'm running some errands with my son and someone sent me something and it just kind of flooded a whole train of thought that I've been having lately. So I decided this is what I'm going to talk about today. So I don't know when it became uncool to not love yourself and not love others. I don't know when it became cool to deny your true self based off of fear of how you will be perceived. I don't know when we stopped listening and understanding things to the point of, if we work together, many hands make light work. We're all a collective. I don't know when that got lost, but I'm so thankful that it's being found again. I am so thankful. Yeah, he's in the back. I am so thankful that the collective is shifting, that we're moving into a bigger understanding of knowing that we are powerful and we are better than what we have been told our whole entire lives. It doesn't matter what is happening on the outside, because your mind and your eyes allow you to perceive things differently. That's why the outer reality doesn't matter. But we're allowing people, things, outside forces, whatever it may be, hey Shanita, to change the way that we feel about things. And that's not okay. And I really hope that more people jump on the wave of loving themselves. The wave of knowing that you have all the keys that you've been looking for to unlock all of your heart's desires. You hold that. You have it within you. A thought that comes into your mind is original to you, but it comes from somewhere else. It comes from a source. It's formed from somewhere. And that place that it's formed from, we all have it. Have you ever said, man, I wish this and this and this and this? And then you either see it happen in your life, or you come across it, or somebody else made it manifest. Like my husband and his god brother were thinking, man, we need hats to rep where we're from. We want some 305 hats. We need to make some hats with 305s. Yeah, man, whatever. You know, they're on some other stuff. They're techie guys, so they pursued something else. But you know what? In a couple of months, they started seeing hats with 305 on it. It was their original thought, but someone brought it forth and manifested it. Because as a collective, we all have one understanding. We all share one source, whatever you call it, whether it's God, it's Allah, Buddha, higher self, the spirit world, your angels, whatever. It doesn't matter. But we're all connected in that high source. And if we keep playing along the narrative that is being fed to us, telling us that things are a certain way, then we will continue to perceive it that way. Let me tell you how I know this. Because for centuries, people who look like me, and who look like my son, and who look like my husband, and my mother, and my grandparents have been told that we are less than. And some people that look opposite of us have been told that they are superior. And that narrative has been holding up for a very, very long time. Until right now, in this moment, we are living flipping history right now, where people are coming together and saying, no, that's not the case. We are all and we all can change the narrative. Now, for people who look like me, we have fought and we have clawed and we have screamed and we have shouted and we have said there is injustice in this world between a different set of people. For whatever reason, there is injustices going on. Recognize it. And then we were given some laws to placate us and to make it seem calm. Now, another community, the LGBTQRP community, has said, no, we're being discriminated against as well. Let's start riding the coattails of others. And now we start merging those things in. And now our causes are being lost because they want to be roped in other communities. Because people don't seem to get and to understand that you can't lump everything in. You can't have all causes on the same equal level. Hey, Brandy. Not everything goes on the same equal level. But if we continue to sit here and swallow the narrative of we don't have and we lack and there's nothing that we can do, then things like what the Supreme Court upheld today is going to continue to flip and happen. And if you're just running with the narrative of, oh yeah, the police, all police are bad and you need to defund the whole police department and now you're not going to have anything. Now we're not going to have any law and order. I don't believe in the police system anyway. I don't have no beef with the cops. Like, all my interactions with them have been fine. My children used to play on the police athletic league, so whatever. It is what it is. Are some of them nastiest? All get out? Yes, they are. Are some of them wicked? Yes, they are. Because there's wicked people and there's righteous people. And that's what's happening right now. And right now we need to understand that we need to unite. Everybody who is righteous needs to unite and bring down the injustices of the foolishness. But understand that things are separate. There's separate issues. There's so many different things that are happening right now. And the reason why I had a train of thought is because my son in the back seat, if you all don't know him, he's autistic and nonverbal. That's why he's back there vibing right now. But we just went to a store and someone was like, hey, boycott this particular place because they're rude, they're this, they're that. Somewhere local here in the city I'm in. And I'm like, I've never had no issues with those people. Like, literally, I'm walking out the door and the gentleman, the Caucasian gentleman, was like, you have a wonderful day, ma'am. Thank you. He's like, you enjoy the rest of your day. And he held the door for me. It's all about what you perceive. My mind doesn't perceive that foolishness. You will not disrespect me or my children or my family. And if you do, please understand that I'm going to set you all the way right. Because I know my worth. And I know my value. And I know my power. And I know what it is that I can do. But for everyone who's just, oh, no, I can't, then the stank racist behind things is going to continue to happen. The things that beat you down and divide you is going to continue to happen. Now, no, I don't support racist, but I go based off of me, my experiences, what it is that I know, because I form my own opinion. Now, I'm not telling you to go do the same. Now, one thing I'm not going to do is support on a mass as a whole people who are trying to keep us separate. But if I'm for something that is providing services that I can't get anywhere else, and because you're miserable and you perceive the way that you were treated based off your actions of misery, I'm not going to let that stop what it is I have going on. You have to understand your power. And any day that I go to that establishment and I feel I'm treated any different type of way, oh, you best believe I'm raising Cain. We've done it before. There was a gas station that was skimming. Their ATM was stealing. Our daughter told us, we was like, wait, that happened to us too. Okay, not a coincidence, we blew them up. Within 2 weeks, my husband had the new ATM in that establishment. And the management switched up the way how they interacted with our community. Because that's who we are. It's not a fad. It's not something that's new. It's a lifestyle for us. It's the way how we really live. Because we really understand that we project energies. That's why I said our thoughts connect us. We're like little walking beacon antennas, always broadcasting a certain frequency. And the frequency that you are is a frequency that you tune into. Just like a radio station. If you're in your car, all the radio stations are there. I'm from Miami. So if you have 99 Jams, Power 96, Hot 105, 100.7, Y100, they're always there. It doesn't matter whether you're tuned into it or not, but it's always there. That's the same way how we are. We're like little antenna radio frequencies. And right now we can be tuned into 99 Jams and having the best time of our life. But if we lower our frequency, we can be turned into another station. Or if we raise our frequency, we can change to a different station that's always there. Because what it is that we've been taught, that time moves like this, or our thoughts don't have any direct correlation, that's false. It carries a train. It carries a train of momentum. So don't get upset that the government does what they've always done, which is rope in the plights of people who look like myself and my son, people who are melanated rich, who can't hide it, who embrace it and who love it. We keep getting looped in with other causes, right? Can't have Black Lives Matter because all lives matter. Not to say that I condone Black Lives Matter, because those 3 gay women who are just capitalizing off the plight of our people, once again, yes, they're melanated, but I've told y'all before, not everybody that looks like you is for you. So those 3 lesbian women who started something on their own and then saw an opportunity to take advantage off the backs of Black people, now what are they doing with all the funds that's donated? Have they opened up trust and scholarships in the name of these fallen brothers and sisters, these fallen kings and queens? Have they done that? Have they built recreational centers in the names of those people? Have they went to town against the police who are gunning them down? Have they started petitions or anything of that nature? No, not that I've seen, not that I've heard of. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Please someone comment below if I am wrong. If you've seen Black Lives Matter open or do any of these things to help better the Black community that they say they advocate so hard for. But I have seen where they've donated to political campaigns for politicians who don't do anything for our community either. So it's not even like they're trying to back the community, politicians, to do something better. I have seen where they traveled a lot of places. I haven't even seen them like put up $500,000 per bail per person who gets arrested so they can be bonded or bailed out of jail. I haven't even seen them done that. Have they fixed the water in Flint, Michigan? Have they donated to that cause? There's a lot of Black lives out there getting poisoned still in 2020. Stop running with the fade and going with what it is that people tell you is important. Because in case you've missed the memo, the mainstream information channels that we have, whether it's through TV, newspaper, radio, social media, whatever, the mainstream sources of information have been lying to us. They've been lying to us in an effort to keep you divided and keep you living in the lower pits of hell. And if you think that I'm exaggerating, if you think that the majority of this content of this world is not living in hell, how many people love their lives? How many people enjoy the things that they do every day? How many people can have just good vibrations every day on a consistent level? How many people have true, united friends or family? How many? How many people do you know? And I'm not talking about the facade that they put on social media for you to eat up. Not many. That's living in hell. I used to live in hell. I used to live in hell. I used to continuously put myself through hell. Consciously, because that's what it is that I was raised to believe and I was told I had to do in order to be a functioning citizen of society. I used to look at things and people in my life with regrets instead of gratitude and appreciation. And once I started realizing that that's not the way to go, and that's not the way to do things, and that's not the way to win for anything, on anything, in any aspect, guess what started happening? Things started changing. And I started evoking power wherever it is that I went. So no one will, if they even fathom, it'll be corrected. Because I know my worth. And it just takes you wanting it. Once you start looking for it, you'll find the source of it. Become a student and the teacher will come. Become a student. Be thirsty. Have a longing for information on how to better yourself and your life and your situation, and then things will start taking a change for you. I promise you. Regardless of how horrible and bleak things may be. All it takes is a decision. It all starts with a thought. Although we've been led to think differently, everything that we see began with the thought. My head wrap that my husband brought me from Little Africa started with the thought. Someone thought of this pattern and got it together. These earrings that he bought me started with a thought. This shirt that he made me started with a thought. This car that I'm sitting in, it started with a thought. It all started with a thought. Our son sitting in the back seat, it started with a thought. Everything that you see starts with a thought. Someone thought it and then made it happen. So just start doing that with you and your happiness and your love, and it will start happening. But with that being said, I am going to go ahead and end this video here. It's mind-boggling sometimes about the way how we've been programmed and desensitized to things, and we just continue to let it happen. And the definition of insanity is expecting different things to come from doing the same actions. You got to do something different to get different. So, peace and love, everybody. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. I know we're about to go make dinner and chill out and plan the rest of our week with our family and our friends and our loved ones, wherever you may be. So until next time, bye-bye.